Hey guys, welcome to Actress Approved. I'm Julie Montgomery Brown, and I thought that today I would do a list of all of my favorite cookbooks. I am a cookbook fanatic. My husband gives me a hard time about it all the time. It's probably a little embarrassing because when people come to my house and they see all these cookbooks, it's kind of pathetic because I guess if I was really like a really good cook, then I wouldn't need all the cookbooks. I would just cook. But anyway, I am a cookbook person and I love cookbooks. So let's get started because I had such a hard time picking. I have edited and edited my cookbook collection. You can't believe how many times. So I am gonna pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 books that are really my go-tos, the ones that I use all the time. I did speak in another video about Jamie Oliver's 5 ingredients. That is definitely a current favorite, but I wanted to go through ones that I go to all the time and books that, whenever I'm having a dinner party, that I tend to pull out. Or even, I cook for my husband every night, so I like to try stuff, and he's a really good eater, so I try all kinds of stuff on him. One of my favorite books is by a woman named Diana Henry, and this is called A Bird in the Hand. I love this book because Diana Henry is an English cookbook author, writer. She actually does a column in the Telegraph, which is a UK newspaper. But she is amazing. I absolutely love her. This is a great book because, and it's such a clever title as well, because it's all chicken recipes. And I am a big chicken person. And what I love about her recipes in here is that they're all really super, super easy, but they're max on flavor. This is one of my favorites. This is chicken with marsala and olives and blood oranges. Doesn't that look amazing? I love this. I love it. I love it. I mean, she has all kinds of stuff. Chicken with anchovies, lemon, and rosemary. She does whole chickens. She does chickens, cut up chickens. She teaches you how to cut up a chicken. And she's just got so many different, interesting flavors. Here's lemongrass and turmeric chicken with potato salad and date and tamarind chutney. Yum! Totally, totally yum. But, whenever I need to know what I can do, I mean, here's even just a plain old mustard chicken. Like, that's a really good everyday dish as well. Chicken breasts with wild mushroom sauce and pui lentils. I mean, these are all fantastic things. Some of them take a little longer, but overall, they're all super easy. And she also has a podcast that I've started listening to, but she is really super cool. And on the cover of a book is a quote from Nigel Lawson that says, "I wish I had written this book." I bet she does. But anyway, A Bird in the Hand, Diana Henry. Love, love, love this book. If you're into chicken, run out and get it. Order it on Amazon because it's really, really awesome. Okay, now here is another, this is an interesting cookbook. This is from Anna Watson Carl, and this is called The Yellow Table. Now, I love this book. This is a fantastic book. She does a lot of private dinner parties and catering. And this book I love. So it's called A Yellow Table because she had a big long yellow table in her family and she's kept it, and I guess it's meant a lot to her over the years. But the recipes in here, and I've done so much stuff in this book. You can't, I mean, good Lord, I think I've cooked pretty much everything that I wanted to cook in here. There is so much stuff in here that is just delicious, and it's all really good entertaining food, and it's low maintenance entertaining food. She's got, where was that? Oh, this was delicious. This is a lamb tagine with apricot and figs. This was absolutely delicious. I actually had a tagine off with the boyfriend of a girlfriend of mine. It was it was really seriously competitive. But anyway, that was an absolute showstopper. That's fantastic. She's got all kinds of stuff in here. She also does a lot of party food. So I actually find that it is hard to find easy to make hors d'oeuvres. I would like to do a whole book on just hors d'oeuvres because there really isn't anything out there that just does hors d'oeuvres. And sometimes, you know, you just have people over for drinks or whatever, and, you know, you don't want to keep serving potato chips or, you know, some nuts. I mean, you want to do, even if you just do one kind of special thing, then that's really fun. Actually, a friend of mine came up with an idea of using pumpernickel bread with boursin cheese spread on it, and then smoked salmon on top of it. I do that actually quite a bit. Everybody seems to love it, and it's a really good, super easy hors d'oeuvre. That's the kind of stuff I want to know about because I don't know. I'm not really, you know, hors d'oeuvres are, you're having a party, it's enough that you're cooking dinner, and then you have to do hors d'oeuvres on top of it. So you know, maybe you just want to do one hors d'oeuvre or something just to make it, you know, like you made an effort. Anyway, so her book is absolutely brilliant. I totally love it. Oh, this is another great dish that she does. Apricot Dijon with chicken thighs and couscous. Yum, 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 yum. And here's the picture, just so in case you want to see. But I keep waiting for her to do another one because she actually self-published this book, and it is so, so good. But then she had a baby, and actually I think she's just had another baby. So her focus isn't really exactly on her cookbook, her cooking, although I think she does do, I follow her on Instagram, and I think she does do sort of weekly menus for people. It's like a subscription service that you subscribe to. I haven't subscribed to it, but if I was somebody who didn't have enough ideas, I think it would be absolutely fantastic. It's a great idea. And everything that she does is super, super easy. So I think that it's really good for an easy, for a new cook or a young cook or somebody who doesn't have mass loads of experience, but it's really fantastic. Yellow Table, love it, love it. I can't wait till she comes up with something else. Okay, now, okay, I don't, in the US, you probably don't know about him, but this is Nigel Slater. This was one of my all-time, this is an old book. It's one of my favorites. What he did, which was so clever, he is also a writer. He writes for The Guardian, I think. And he wrote a year of his food. And the pictures are just amazing. And he does it by month. So every single month, you know, whatever month you're in, you just turn to the month and then, you know, you look up what Nigel Slater was cooking, and just, I don't know, the way that he describes everything, and he really gets sort of the mood of eating. You know, when you read his winter section, you just feel like you're, you know, sitting in front of a fire with, you know, some delicious hearty stew. You know, it just, I don't know, he's such a good writer that you really always, he's able to, through his words and describing what he's cooking, he's able to really kind of put you, you know, in his shoes and in that place. And I just absolutely love all of his stuff because he uses a lot of, yeah, he does leftovers, and, you know, if he cooked something the day before, then maybe he'll use that and turn it into something. I mean, and it's all really super, super simple. This is his pork chops with mustard sauce. I mean, how good does this look? Yum, yum. And then this is the recipe, and it's super, super simple, but he is a brilliant writer. He's done a lot of books. I have, I think, pretty much almost all of them, and he's done several of them where he writes recipes for the year. But it's like reading like a story. You know, you're kind of reading about somebody's life through food, and I don't know. I absolutely love it. He's got a radish mint feta salad and orecchiette with ricotta, beans, and mint. And, oh, yeah, it's just complete. Oh, the best. Hold on. Let me find it. The best. Let's see if I can find it. Vegetable lasagna. I have told so many people about this. I had over a bunch of vegetarians one night. I am certainly not a vegetarian. And so, you know, it's always a bit challenging. Here it is. Yeah. Oh my God. It's always a bit challenging because I'm not really I'm not a veggie person. I mean, I like vegetables, but I don't always. Oh my God. Here it is. Here it is. Mushroom lasagna with basil and cream. Look at this picture. Is that completely delicious looking? It is an absolute star. I have served this so many times whenever I have vegetarians over. And the other thing is that it's super easy. So, you know, I can do this in advance and then all I have to do is put it in the oven and, you know, and then I can have, you know, the other stuff for everybody else who's not a vegetarian. Anyway, I love Nigel Slater. He's got a fantastic TV series that appears on the BBC. Yeah, he's a brilliant writer. He really, it's like serious food escapism. That's what I would call Nigel Slater, food escapism. But this is Kitchen Diaries. Get it on Amazon. All these books you can get on Amazon. She's American. I'll save her for later. Okay, I do have one super favorite Asian cookbook. Now, I like it because it's easy Asian. It's not 40 bazillion ingredients. This is another guy that you probably in the US have not heard of, Bill Granger. He is brilliant. I love this guy. I mean, everything he does tastes so incredible. Let's see, what else has he got in here? I mean, I've done all this stuff. All of his marinades are amazing. I've done, oh, this is really good. His glazed salmon with cucumber salad. Look at that. Delicious, absolutely delicious. Super, super easy to make. Unbelievable. Oh, he also, okay, so if you ever had a hard time cooking rice, he does 2 just super simple ways to do rice. Yeah, here's another one, crisp salmon. So I use these recipes when I'm doing rice because that is really super easy. Yeah, he's got pork fillet and he's got Vietnamese pork chops. I mean, all of this stuff is just incredible. But what I really like about him is that he's super, super easy. He doesn't use a lot of ingredients, but I am not kidding you. Every single thing I've cooked with this guy is total showstopper. Excuse me. I always know whatever recipe I get from this guy, it turns out. So this is really my favorite one. It's a great Asian cookbook and it's super, super easy. So I highly recommend that. I use it a lot. Okay. I'm getting down to the wire here. Okay. I'm going to do 2. All right. I'm going to do My American Lady, who I love. This is Julia Tursen's Small Victories. I love this cookbook. This is a great cookbook. She is actually the one who helped write Gwyneth Paltrow's cookbook. It's All Good. I think that's what it was called, or It's All Easy or something or other. But what she's done in this book, what she has done in this book is taken all of these kind of regular, this is home cooking at its best, you know, because she's was a private chef. I'm not sure if she's still doing that or not. But, you know, it's like the real stuff that you cook, you know. I mean, look, brisket with apricots and prunes. Totally delicious. All-day pork shoulder with apple cider. She also has She also has a fantastic roast chicken recipe in here. Now, that may not sound very exciting, but I can tell you that cooking a really good roast chicken is not the easiest thing in the world. I think most people who are not used to cooking roast chicken would tell you that that was kind of challenging. So I'm just gonna see, oh yeah, it's roast chicken with fennel, rosemary, and lemon. What is that, 174? I'm just gonna pull this up because I want you to see it. It is one of the best roast chicken. Oh, well, she doesn't have a picture of it in here. Anyway, as you can see from my notes, it's excellent. And then that's the little picture that she puts it. But she also has a fantastic, well, if you look on the cover, you can see that she's got a chicken soup recipe. And then she gives you a little twist on everything. So this is a really good book. It's home cooking, simple. You know, sometimes you just want a turkey burger, or sometimes you just want, you know, bolognese sauce or a roast chicken, or, you know, some kind of beef stew. You know, it's home cooking, but get it. It's cool. And she gives you tons of advice, and she gives you tons of shortcuts. And yeah, I loved it. That was a fun, great book. Okay, so for the last book that I'm going to do, I'm going to say this is my all-time favorite cookbook ever. Yeah, it is my all-time favorite cookbook ever. I've cooked so much stuff in here. Dun, 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 Jerusalem. Yottam Ottolenghi. This guy is crazy talented. He is, in terms of my favorites, he is right up there with Jamie Oliver. My absolute favorite recipe in this whole cookbook is chicken with caramelized onion and cardamom rice. I cannot tell you how many dinner parties I have cooked this for. This is so delicious because it's cooked with cardamom pods, cinnamon sticks, rice. You basically saute the chicken in all of these delicious spices, and then you add the rice and stir it up, put the chicken back in, and then I throw it in the oven. I think he does it on the stovetop, but I always throw it in the oven because that's a lot easier. It is just insane. I mean, the smell is amazing because it's delicious, but just the whole, it is a fantastic dish. I've also done, he also has a hummus recipe in here. He's got soups, he's got stuffed aubergine with lamb and pine nuts, aubergine with lamb and pine nuts. I mean, all completely delicious. I think that this video is really way too long. Okay, let's see. Anyway, he's also got meatballs with broad beans. It's delicious, and a lot of it, oh, this was another thing that I cooked. Oh, this was incredible. Slow cooked veal with prunes and leek. That was fabulous. That was like an ossobuco sort of Middle Eastern style. That was amazing. It's expensive, so you have to cook it for somebody you really like, but it is a showstopper. That was brilliant. And then there's also some fish burgers. Oh, these are cod cakes in tomato sauce. Completely yum. Anyway, I've cooked tons of stuff in this thing and I absolutely love it. So those are my cookbooks. A lot of them are people who are, English chefs, English writers. But for all the people in the US, they're so brilliant, these people. So I would highly recommend, if you don't recognize any of these names, give them a look them up on Amazon and check them out. So I think that should get you started. That is if I had to pick 5 books for my library, I think that was 5, it might have been 6. And I was on a desert island and I could only have this many cookbooks. These are the books that I would that I would pick. I might even take a Gwyneth Paltrow one too, because she has fantastic salad dressings and a couple other things. I actually really do like her cookbooks. Anyway, all right, that's it, guys. Happy cooking. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I will see you guys back here soon. Ciao.